As requested in this video, I am going to share this setup if you would like to connect your F998 live sound card for Bigo live streaming. Without further ado, let's get started. And now, let me show you the things, cables I will be needing in the setup. First of all, this is the F998 live sound card. And this is the device I'll be using to open the Bigo live streaming. This is an Android device, which is a Samsung phone. And this iPad here is going to be the source of my background music. I'm actually currently charging it right now because it's almost low battery. So I'll be removing that later. And this one here, this is a condenser microphone. And this is just a cable that goes along with that. And this is an earphone to monitor the audio. And this is a USB-C to USB-C OTG cable. Okay, and now let's start the connections. First, let's connect this microphone to this F998 live sound card. And for that, as I mentioned, I will use this cable over here. So very self-explanatory. There is only one port here for condenser microphone or microphone, which is on here. So we'll connect that one there. And then let's connect this other end to here. Next, let's connect this earphone to monitor the audio. I suggest if you are going to use only the microphone or condenser microphone, you will be connecting into this F998 sound card. Do not use the earphone that has a built-in microphone, or if you want to use it, please make sure to connect it to the one that says earphone. Otherwise, if you connect it to the one that says headset and your earphone has a built-in microphone, it will also capture or it will also record your voice. So in other words, you're recording two audios. So just to be safe, whether you are using an earphone that has a built-in microphone or with or without a built-in microphone, to be safe, connect it to the one that says earphone. And now let's connect this Samsung device or Android device to this F998 sound card. And for that, we will use this OTG cable. This is USB-C to USB-C cable. And we will connect one end to here directly to the USB-C port of this Samsung or Android device. And in the other end, we will connect to here. So to the one that says OTG/PC, not to the charging, but to the one that says OTG PC live. Okay, there it is. And now to connect your source of your background music, you have options. You can connect it wirelessly via Bluetooth, provided the source of your music has a Bluetooth also. But if, let's say, you do not want to do it that way, it's okay as well. You just have to connect it through here to the one that says accompany. So connect maybe a TRS or TRRS 3.5 millimeter. Then connect one end here and one end to the headphone port of the source of your music. So in this case right now, I'm using an iPad. And what I will do, I'm going to connect it wirelessly via Bluetooth. So to connect your source of your background music wirelessly using Bluetooth, just go to the settings of that device and then make sure Bluetooth is turned on, and it should be on here. There should be F998 on the list, and then pair it by tapping the F998. If it is your first time to connect it, it should show up, F998 should show up at the bottom, but since I've connected it already, and that's why it's up here now. So it says connected because I've connected it already. And you will notice here that it's connected because it's not anymore blinking. If it is blinking, that means it's still looking for a device to pair with. And for this setup right now, if I'm going to play music from here, let's say YouTube karaoke songs, so from here, it should be connected to this F998 wirelessly. As you noticed, I've already opened my account on Bigo and I'm all ready to go live streaming. Okay, I'm gonna hit go live now from here. And by the way, what I'll do is I'm gonna be recording this live streaming, and as I am doing the testing, I'll be playing the recorded audio output right away, so that whatever you'll be listening, that is the actual recorded audio from this live streaming. Okay, I'm gonna hit go live now from here. Whatever you're listening right now, this is now the recorded audio output from the Bigo live streaming from this device right now. Okay, so as I showed you earlier, this iPad is connected to this F998 live sound card wirelessly via Bluetooth. Maybe let's check first how loud is this the music. Okay, and from here you can control the volume within the source itself. So you can lower it like that or turn it up. There it is. Okay, let me pause it first. There it is. And also you can control the volume from this F998 live sound card. So from here, the one that says accompany. Okay, you can lower it like that or turn it up. There it is. Okay, and pretty much whatever effects on here, you should be able to use them. Let's say, for example, if you want to change your voice, you should be able to use that. Okay, if I'm going to...
Hey, there it is. Sound check. Testing 1, 2. You can use that. If you want to tap it again.
Okay, there it is. You can use that. So whatever you like on here. I'm just going to go back to my original voice.
Okay, there it is. And by the way, for all the preset reverb on here, if you select one from those, pretty much the Pro Pop, Karaoke Recording Studio, all of them has a reverb on it or effects. By the way, whatever you select on here, as long as the echo here is at 0, it's not gonna do anything. So make sure to add effects first from here. Let's say 50%. There it is. And so for now, there is effects because I selected this recording studio. Okay, there it is. That's a recording studio. And let's say you do not want to have that effects. Then if you tap primal sound, automatically your voice should be flat without any effects. Okay, there it is. Sound check, testing 1, 2. So as you notice that automatically your voice turns to flat without any effects or reverberation. And again, if you, let's say, for example, select pop. Okay, so this is the pop reverb preset. There it is, sound check, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the sound of preloaded sound effects on here, you can use them if you like. Let's say, for example, giggle. That should come out also on your. That should come out also on your streaming. And so mute. Don't touch that. Otherwise, if you hit mute, then your audience will not be able to hear you. And same thing with the elimination over there. If you're playing music and if it has vocals on it, you want to turn it into a karaoke song, then that's the use of that. But if you are not using it, then might as well don't touch that as well. Also, the voiceover on here, don't touch it because let's say if you are singing and then you turn on the voiceover on there, what will happen is that the background music will go down as you sing, and then when you stop singing, then your background music will go up. So something like this. I'm gonna play this music. Okay, now you can hear that background music, but if I'm going to turn on the voiceover, okay, now that the voiceover is turned on, as you notice, you could hardly hear now the background music because I am talking. But if I'm going to stop talking, there it is. So that is the use of the voiceover. So again, don't touch that if let's say you are singing. Let me just turn it off right now. Okay, there it is. And the Bluetooth on here, as you notice, it is not blinking. That is because it's already paired with this iPad on here. And as I showed you earlier, you can connect your background music to this F998 live sound card via line-in. What you do is you just have to use TRRS 3.5 millimeter male on both ends. So connect one end to the headphone port of that device and then the other end to the accompany port of this F998 live sound card. And pretty much you can, for singing purposes or whatever you want to do, you can select one from here. The Recording Studio, Pro, Pop, MC, and Karaoke. I believe the MC has a less effects on it. Let's try. Okay, sound check. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like deep sound on there. Even if you add effects, still the voice or your output is deep. Okay, there it is. Okay, maybe let me go back to primal. There it is. Now the monitor volume slider on here, this is just for you to hear the audio. This does not affect your audio level from your streaming. Even if your monitor here is, let's say, at low, even at 0 at all. So right now it's 0. I cannot hear it myself. However, I'm sure I still have audio from my streaming right now. Okay, I'm just going to turn it back up so I can hear. There it is. And for the equalizers on here, it's up to you how much treble you want to use. Let's say your voice is something thin, then I suggest lower your treble on there. Otherwise, it will be more thinner. And if your, let's say, voice is deep, might as well lower the bass on here. But again, it's all up to you, whatever is your preference. For this video, I'm just going to set all three of them at the middle. And very, very important volume knob on here is the record volume knob. Make sure this is on high. Otherwise, if this is at 0, you won't have audio on your streaming. They will not be able to hear you even if you're talking. You will hear it because of the monitor volume slider here is being up, so you can hear it yourself. But if the record volume knob here is at 0, then you don't have audio on your streaming. So that's why I'm setting this one almost to the max. And this volume knob on here, this is the volume of your preloaded sound effects on here. And by the way, if you're curious, the preloaded sound effects of this kind of sound card, F998, is they are fixed. You cannot change them, or you cannot add new ones. Okay, let's maybe tap a few. If you want it lower, then like that. And then giggle. So pretty much you should be able to use all the sound effects on here. Okay. And from here, maybe let me give you a short sample as if you are maybe singing to your viewers or listeners. Kung minsan ang pangarap habang buhay itong hinahanap, bakit nga ba nakapagtataka pag ito ay nakamtan mo na, bakit may kulang pa? Okay, let's stop it for a bit. Maybe let's select a different reverb preset. Okay, maybe let's select Pro. Okay, there it is. This is now the Pro, and maybe let's add more reverb or echo on it. Okay, let's continue this song for a little bit. Mga bituin aking narating, ngunit langit ko pa rin ang iyong piling. Kapag tayong dalawa'y naging isa, kahit na ilang laksang bituin, hindi kayang kantayan ating Okay, there it is. So anyway, that should be your audio output if you will be selecting the karaoke and then the Pro. And as I've shown you earlier, you can also use the recording studio for singing and pop. So those are pretty much your options for singing, because the MC does not have much reverb or effects on here, especially the primal is flat without any effects. But anyway, as I showed you earlier, pretty much all the effects on here, sound effects, preloaded, sound effects and reverb presets, you should be able to use. And by the way, for those of you who wants to know all the features, functions of this F998 live sound card, I've made a video on that already. I will be adding a link under the description below. And anyway, I'm hoping that this video will give you now an idea on how to connect your F998 live sound card for Bigo live. Let's say I'm using a Samsung Android device right now. So this is pretty much how to connect them. And anyway, that is all I can share for today. I hope I gave you the idea now. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this type of video, please give it a like. And if you want more of this type of video, consider subscribing if you haven't done yet, and hit the notification bell so you're always updated for all the upcoming videos I will be posting. Keep safe, and until next time.